I like masturbating. A, all the time. B, publicly. Or C, with power tools.
With power tools.
With power tools! Yes! You ever notice how often people don't use an ashtray when they use anything else for an ashtray except for an ashtray?
Bro, what are you using for an ashtray?
A McDonald's lid.
Overrated or underrated? The risky text.
Overrated or underrated? The risky text.
Underrated, said that shit.
I think she was speaking.
Hello and welcome to the Christmas Live Spectacular. And Robert is asleep. Now, in the post that we made a month ago, we agreed that Sean was going to be here too. Well, he's not. because he's been run over by Santa.
Mm-hmm. I pushed him in front of the way.
You want to know why why Robert pushed him in front? He didn't wash
Tell
his
him.
hands.
Yep.
So, as usual, we start off with a story. So here we go. Now we are going to be talking about this country's Grinch. And we are heading, instead of Florida, Michigan, California, Maine, England, Ireland, Russia, China, and Japan, we're heading to Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yes.
Kentucky.
Yes, now I want you to say that again and imitate the Grinch shooting an inflatable Santa.
What?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We go all out for the Christmas live.
You really do.
Yeah, so this year we have found a story about a Grinch who shot an inflatable Santa across from an elementary school. Now, this dude, middle of the night, this guy just drives up, shoots the inflatable, and leaves. Now, here's the part that drew me to the story. Like, I go through and I read maybe like 4 or 5 stories before I select one and put it in an episode.
Right.
This is where it drew to me. The same Grinch stood outside the same elementary school on a public sidewalk and gave a leaflet to kids to sign to say that Santa isn't real and convert them to Jesus.
Damn Christians at it again.
Now, here's the thing that I find funny with that is you say damn Christians. What is Santa's other name?
Saint Nick.
There it is. Anyways. The police were then called, but they couldn't do anything because it was on a public sidewalk. When someone was interviewed about the situation, it was actually said, "This doesn't make you a missionary for your faith. It makes you an asshole."
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Grinch Award, the first annual Grinch Award goes to this guy for shooting Santa and then converting children.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't shoot Santa and don't convert children to Christianity.
Okay, let's rephrase that a little bit. Don't convert other children to Christianity. You can convert your own children. Don't convert other children to Christianity.
Yeah, better.
Don't convert their friends to Christianity.
All right, I think I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, Robert's already ready to move on. So with that, we're going to move on to Random Thoughts with Rob. All right, this.
Whew.
All right, he's finally ready. So Robert's favorite segment is now rolling. It is Random Thoughts with Rob. So Rob, take it away.
Oh. Cat.
Cat.
It's Random Thoughts with Rob. So take it away. Pat.
That cat is amazing, but also an asshole.
She's a little bitch.
So how many times has that cat jumped on your face since I've last talked to you? A million? Yeah. So we only took a few minutes in between things. This, when we're normally recording this is about 20 that it will go back and forth.
Ah.
He's not disagreeing.
Wow. Okay.
You're doing good.
I overestimated that debt.
Yes, he did.
Grossly.
This is just Random Thoughts. It's just him coughing.
This is ooh, different.
No.
Oh,
Did you wake up to our neighbor earlier? Just slam that shit. The neighbors downstairs were fighting. And
Ooh.
they were like, I don't know what was going on, but they were fighting. And she was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm serious this time. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm
And then-
serious this time.
And then she walked out and slammed the door like so hard. The entire building shook, bro. And then I heard Rob like wake up for a second, and he doesn't wake up to noise. Like he's just rocked like all the time. But I go because I'm nosy, and I look out the window and I see the people walking out the building, and it's like the dude, the boyfriend, and like some other dude, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah,
there's multiple people.
I guess so.
That would make sense.
that's really weird.
I know. I've never seen another dude.
No.
Probably his friend. Like, I don't know. I just glad no one got shot
Today.
today.
There's always tomorrow.
Hunter. We live right down the street from a 7-Eleven.
Which 7-Eleven?
Not a bad one,
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's a 7-Eleven.
it is a 7-Eleven. No, in the Falls. We can say the Falls because let's say it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. We can say the Falls.
True.
It's one of those in the Falls. Yeah, you're probably going to get shot at one of them.
Probably.
Some more than others, but you know.
17th Street.
The one we live by, it's not like a horrible one crime wise, but it doesn't have jack shit in that goddamn store. Like,
So it's not a horrible one crime wise, but it's a horrible one snack wise.
yes, absolutely. It's
No.
rough.
Now, this was a thing the entire season, and Rob's going to know the exact question that I'm going to ask. Did they have 2 for $4 taquitos? No. Oh. Are you even a 7-Eleven if you don't have 2 for $4 taquitos?
I don't think so. You're just not trying hard enough.
Not trying hard enough as a 7-Eleven.
Yep.
Honestly, that 7-Eleven could put in a little more effort on the snackage, though.
I mean, we have like 3 slushy flavors, and they're like the basic ones, and one of them always doesn't work anyways.
They got a
Oh, so
hat
they-
stand, but no snacks.
So they got 2 in an alternate.
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of snacks, what did Robert say?
I said they have a hat stand, but no snacks.
You do.
You can go in
No,
and get a snapback.
but not a snack.
Can't get your 2 for 4 taquitos though.
Mm-mm.
That's bullshit.
I don't even think that one has a roller grill.
It does.
It
There's
does?
just like nothing on it
Oh,
ever.
okay.
Because it's just there's nothing there.
Either they don't stock it or some people love that shit.
Well,
Maybe it's all gone by the time you get there. It's just that's the thing.
probably is.
It just depends on when you go there.
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't trust them anyways, though.
Not today, not anymore.
Not anymore.
I used to eat them like a lot.
Now, how often did Robert have a 2 for 4 taquito? And a half price steak?
For like 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Now, was that on Five Guys salary or Omaha salary? He's still dying.
Still not.
So he either did really well or he fucked up. I'm gonna go with the second one.
Yeah. It just keeps going in waves.
Oh.
You can feel that like it's winding down though, like the coughing at least, not the yab. Ugh.
Not the
I watch a lot of SNL every week, and they had one this week. I'm not sure if you saw it or not. The cold open was the 95th Christmas Awards, and it was
Do
like,
that?
huh?
They do that?
Well, no, it was a skit.
Oh, gotcha.
It was a skit, but it was like the 95 Christmas Awards. It's just hosted by 2 people from the E Network that you've never heard of.
Sounds about right.
So they're like going through it. My favorite one was like, and now the greatest performance of the year. And they like sporadically like put them all through because they actually like had people reenact them. And my absolute favorite one, which reminded me of him, was he goes, and now the best performance for the time when your weird cousin in his hippie sweatshirt gets caught smelling like a lot of weed coming out of the garage. Why does it smell like weed in here? I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was the whole skit. Was just thank you.
Thank you. Why does it smell like weed in here?
I don't know. It was either that one or the most unwelcome thing at Christmas this year, and it was like your cousin's new white girlfriend. But like this wasn't like white. This was like white. Like that literally fucking starts calling guys auntie.
What the fuck?
um uh the grandmother that instead of buying you a present got you a goat donated in your honor
What?
to a farm.
Stop! My grandma does that for me every year for Christmas.
Donates
Or-
a goat?
It's always
Or
a different animal.
Oh.
the last thing was like the most unwelcome thing at Christmas this year, and it was just like someone just hacking up a lung and it just said COVID. It was like, well, it's like, and the winner is Grandma for the worst Christmas present ever, clothes.
Oh my
Clothes.
Clothes.
I
He goes,
like it.
well, my grandson asked me for a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, so of course I bought him Dockers jeans with inseam belt loops. Oh man, it was just a riot. It wasn't funny at the fact that it was like supposed to be funny. It was funny in the fact that half of that shit is my family. Uh, it was more funny at the fact that that was
Is the
it,
rumor
it,
still cold? Because if it is, then I grabbed it.
Copa.
I'm really high right now. I'll look at it.
but it was more funny at the fact that it was more of my family than it was an actual. That really says at how terrible my family is at gift giving.
I mean, the goat thing, I relate to.
What if your grandma one day like gives you the paper? Because you said it's a different animal every year, right?
Yeah, usually,
What happens when you run out of animals?
I know.
yeah. That'd be funny. Well, like, usually, whatever animal it is, there's like a stuffed animal on the wrapping paper of it. And I usually know which animal it is because it's on there.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten like pig, goat, horse, I don't know, a bunch of other shit. Can't remember.
Rhino.
What happens when they run out of animals?
You just go again. You get another pig. You get another goat. Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
You know how
So-
many animals I have in my name? A shit ton. Over fucking 22 years? Come on.
Sounds like you got 22 animals.
I do. And they love me. I mean, some of them are dead and in people's bellies and
Oh,
they're but that's how it be, man.
It's the circle of life.
I'm sure there's at least one goat or cow in my name out there that's still producing the milk for someone. There's
swear to God,
my
if I
milk
get
out there.
copyrighted for that, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, I'm not going anymore. It's just 2 lines. Fine.
Two lines, okay. Does another half line? Fuck.
Bet you I was like
No,
flat, so like it's not exactly what it was. It's okay.
But in terms of like my grandmother of like doing that kind of stuff, she'll get so she lives by herself. She does what she can what she can afford. She doesn't have a car or anything, so like she basically just gives money to my mom, and then she has her buy stuff for us.
Mhm.
And then we act surprised when we wrap it ourselves and then open it in front of her.
What?
It's gotten that bad. But there was one year, well, it was the first year that we started doing White Elephant. And
Elephants are always interesting.
they are fucking funny.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Because this one's another story, but I'm gonna save it for this one. So my grandmother believes that she should get a gift from from each one of her grandkids, which is understandable. Do you want to take a guess at who came up with the white elephant idea? Also her. It
Oh, grandma.
Yeah, according to the stories, his grandma is like kind of a crackhead. Not like actually.
Yeah, I did not think so. Like,
But my absolute favorite white elephant that we did was at my house, and it was my both my parents and my sister, my aunt and uncle and their two kids, and my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandfather, um, at the time, um, I only had my grandfather on my dad's side and my grandmother on my mom's side. So that's just kind of how it was for me. But my grandfather needed a lot of help from my dad. So my dad is sitting next to him, like helping him unwrap it, and he just starts laughing. Now we don't know why he's laughing, but my dad is almost on the floor laughing. What the hell's going on? He's like, yeah, your grandfather, who doesn't own like anything that this would be used for, just unwrapped a Bluetooth beanie.
that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have such a similar story. I have such a similar story.
And so, of course, my being the good Samaritan that he was, my younger cousin goes, I'm gonna steal that from you. And he tries to hide it behind him like he can.
Oh no.
And my dad is saying it, it's like, Dad, just give him the hat. He knows what to do with it. You have no clue what the hell it is. Just give him the hat.
Give him the hat. Oh, grandpa.
Dude, for like so many years, all my brother wanted for Christmas was like Legos, 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 Legos.
Mhm.
And then eventually he got old enough where he just wanted like computer shit. I don't know, he was maybe like 11, 12, whatever.
Mhm.
But one year for Christmas, my grandmother, she decided she didn't really want to get him that shit. She wanted to like get him like a big boy gift or whatever, you know?
Clothes.
And so no. So,
Oh boy, a big boy Kim.
so
I'm scared to
we're
see where this
sitting there,
goes.
and think like listen, like he's like 12 years old, like 12 years old. Like think about little boy shit, like 12 years old. What you're
I'm
doing
trying to
with
think of
little
what I
boy.
had when I was 12.
I
Okay, go
mean,
ahead.
right, you're like playing your video games and shit.
Video
So
games, Legos, toy
Yes.
cars,
whatever, you know.
outside shit, all of it.
Exactly. So we're all sitting there opening our gifts, and all of a sudden, my brother opens this gift. It looks pretty like big. It looks glorious. You know, you're like excited. He opens it up, and it happens to be a griddle. A griddle is what my grandma got my 12-year-old brother.
Like an electric one or
For
like a
Christmas.
cast iron one?
Like a griddle, like a whole shebang. It turned on and everything. Like, yeah, no. So
It's the updated version of the of what the Easy Bake Oven
yeah, pretty much like
for
so he
adults.
yeah, so he looks at my grandma and he opens it and he just goes, What what is this? And she's like, it's a griddle. And he's like, what would I do with this, grandma? And she's like, well, you like bacon, so I thought you could like make bacon on it. I'm like,
So
oh my gosh. So it was just like the funniest thing. Everyone was laughing. Like, so then like the next year, she packed his like, but the funniest thing was we went back to Phoenix with her because she lives in Phoenix. So we had to like go on the plane. And my brother was too embarrassed. Like, he made her take the girdle back, but he was too embarrassed to like go through like customs with it. So he like stood like away from us when we were putting the girdle through customs. He was so embarrassed. But like the next year, he packed his real gift in a griddle box. So when he unwrapped it, he thought it was another griddle, and it just became like
I would
a
laugh
big.
if he thought it was another griddle.
It was so funny.
No, you're getting one, and that's fine.
Like, who gets a 12-year-old a griddle though? Like, for
Yeah,
real.
it's too funny though. Here's a griddle. Well, you like bacon?
Uh,
I'm trying to think of I had one white elephant where I got this thing. It is called the Fry Daddy. I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it is.
what?
Okay, it was basically like a small.
Daddy.
It was a small little electric fryer that you would like pour oil into, and it would, give a fry it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I like fought for that thing, and I didn't even know what it was.
Oh.
Because like here's the way it works in my family is we get a gift and then we sit down, right? And then the turn is distributed, you know what I mean, like pick a number and shit. When you go to get your gift, you can either sit down or steal, unless you go first because there's nothing to steal, right?
Yeah.
So you either like take your gift or you steal someone else's. When I walked up, I had the box and like I felt it. I was like, there's something good in here. I need this.
I
sat
need
back
this.
down. So I kind of sat down and like put it on the floor. Because like that's how it works in the Humphrey family. You can use any tactic to try to keep your gift. You could set it behind you. You could set it under you. You can set it.
You could shove it up your asshole for all you can.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go that far. But... And let me tell you, when I
Hey,
opened
you've
it,
said
it
any
was-
tactic. That's a tactic.
everybody
Nobody
was like,
wants it after that.
We're trying to get it. Because like, and then after everything is like done, that's when we open them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody was trying to get my thing, man. But I wanted it so bad, and I knew that it was good. And I once made fried ice cream in it, and it did not turn out very well.
Yeah. That's
Didn't turn out
No,
too well.
because how we do it is we put them all, depending on how many people are, we do like 2 per person. So you can either get a really good one and a crappy one, 2 crappy ones, 2 great. Like it really depends. It's how you play the game. But we put them all in the middle. Obviously, we draw numbers and that and stuff like that. But your turn is either you could take it and not open it, or you could take it and open it. But if you do open it, that's your turn. If you don't open it, you can put it somewhere else. And like kind of like what you said, Robert, of like trying to hide it. You can't technically hide it, but the person that's next cannot steal it.
okay.
Until everyone has gone around at least once. So that way everyone ends up with something and one person doesn't end up with 3. But here's where it gets interesting. Depending on what it is, if you decide to unwrap it and it's like candy or something, if you unbox it, it's still up for grabs. And we had to make this rule after my older cousin ate half the box of Ferrero Rochers.
Oh no.
He ate half the box of Ferrero Rochers before it got like around to him again, which of course his aunt then stole.
I'm getting the other half.
And the best part was I still have it because it ended up with it. I mean, it didn't end up with me, but he just gave it to me because he had no use for it. It ended up. See, where is it? Because I had it right here. Oh
I hope you watched it first.
no, it's a game. Yeah, ready? It's this and a ball.
Are you good at it though?
Kind of, yeah.
Give me 3. 3 in a row without messing up.
I can't do 3 in a row, or I die.
3 in a row, or it's over.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Okay, now do a real one.
4.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Applause.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Okay, thank you
Anything
for
else?
to move on.
All right. We're gonna move on to overrated or underrated. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was funny.
Hmm.
And I got all of it then.
There you go. Yeah, you forgot to record the intro. You forgot to record the whole. Did the lights just get brighter? Or am I going crazy?
No, it's the same.
Okay. And now a game where we decide on things. But we're doing it live this time, which means our opinions matter. And the one person that's watching, it doesn't.
Right.
So, overrated or underrated? We talked about this a little bit in a previous episode, but Starbucks holiday drinks.
Wait, what? What about holiday drinks?
Overrated or underrated?
Say it again.
Starbucks holiday drinks.
You
Starbucks
just-
holiday drinks. I know. I just didn't
Fucking
hear-
moron.
Hey, listen, shut up.
It depends. Cause like I like some of the Christmas ones. I think they're better than all like the fall ones. I think the winter ones are good. I
Okay,
like
so
Christmas.
considering we're doing this in December, we're
Yeah.
gonna take the Christmas ones.
I'm gonna have to go underrated, honestly, because
Yeah.
like those peppermint ones slap.
Peppermint slaps.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
I'm just now realizing I haven't had a peppermint anything this season yet.
great.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a great time to start.
Yeah, let's do Starbucks tomorrow.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Like, I
um,
want to go to some Starbucks tomorrow.
see, what do I have going on tomorrow? Depends on when you go.
7 in the morning.
Pass. We'll talk about that later. I'm gonna say underrated. The there's a variety of ones that I like. I have not seen the one that I actually like out yet. I hope they didn't take it away for this year. Because I literally put down fucking 3 of them in a day once. And it was the Irish cream cold brew. I put down 3 of those in a day, and I felt like shit. And then I got another one the next day.
Connor,
I-
everybody.
That's me. Anyway, this one might be a little confusing, so I'm gonna add a little bit to this. Overrated or underrated? Candy canes that aren't peppermint.
Overrated as fuck.
Overrated.
Okay, so we're all in agreement that this is overrated. Here's my argument: they're all ass.
Yeah, they are. They're
Mhm.
all really bad.
You ever have one of those like Sour Patch Kids ones?
No, and I don't want to.
It's awful.
Yeah, I've had,
Like it literally
dog-
it tastes like a Sour Patch Kid, but without the sour part.
However, I will say this. Hold on. Candy cane shaped cookies slap.
that has nothing to do with candy.
That has nothing to do with this at all.
Yes, it does. What do you mean? The
It's a shape.
candy cane.
Candy cane.
Okay, let's have an umbrella. Umbrella shaped cookies.
Whatever. It was relevant.
It's an upside down
Moving
umbrella.
on.
It's a boat for an ant.
I will not elaborate anymore. It's relevant and it works.
It does not, but okay.
However, it
Um,
does. I will not elaborate further.
Candy cane.
Anyways, overrated.
Ay, ay,
All right. Overrated or underrated? Driving in snow.
ay.
Hmm.
I want to say overrated, but also
I want to say underrated because I have a manual and like it's so much fun to like.
I like to take pride in the fact that I ain't no little bitch and I grew up from New York and I know how to drive in the snow, unlike a lot of people.
The South.
Right.
Right. I don't know.
A dusting of snow, schools close.
Around this year.
I think I'm gonna say underrated.
I'm gonna say underrated. I love driving in snow. I hate defrosting my car. But as soon as it's like warm in the car, totally fine. Can do it for however long I need to. This one is a 2-part one. It's half overrated or underrated, and the other half is what's your favorite? It's overrated or underrated Christmas cookies.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah. I have to
Underrated.
say underrated as well because
Yep.
you're just saying Christmas cookies as the general and like a lot of them are good, but also a lot of them
A
are
lot of them are bad.
a lot of them are really
But
bad.
a lot of the really good
A lot of
ones-
them are store bought, and they are bad.
That's what I was about to say. A lot of the really good ones, though, they only come around once a year because it's like people who actually make them shit.
Speaking of, did we keep any of the cookies?
I kept all of the good ones.
Yes.
I had a Christmas cookie party earlier, and because I hosted, guess who got to keep them all?
Mm-mm.
You know, here's one thing that I
And
will.
guess whose cookie was the most popular? Mine.
Let me say
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me say this. Couple years ago, when I like my very like my second job ever at a pizzeria, okay, there was this driver. His name was Bob.
Oh,
Yes, Bob.
Bob the driver.
Like late 40s, mid 50s, okay? But it was just kind of like one of the things like he's just kind of doing it to chill. He's not really pressed about anything, you know what I mean? Came around Christmas time and Bob brought in a tray of cookies.
That's nice
And
of Bob.
Me being a young 17-year-old,
I ate half
I
the
was like-
cookie.
I was looking at those cookies. I was like, ooh, cookies. I was kind of like, as I was working, every once in a while I would walk past the tray and just kind of like eye them up and see if, I would wait. I wasn't being greedy, but like I would wait acceptable amounts of time before I grabbed one. And then at the end of the shift, Bob came up to me and he said, "Hey man, I seen you all shift eyeing up that tray." And I was like, "Oh, you did?" Like, "Yes, I did." And I think I want to do something for you. I was like, "Well, what's that?" And he goes, "I'm gonna talk to my mom and I'm gonna see if she'll make you a tray." And I said, "Wait, those are homemade Christmas cookies?"
Oh,
And he said, "Yeah, my mom made them all." And let me tell you, there was fudge. There was those peanut butter cookies with the chip in them. There was like Christmas cutouts. There was candy ribbon. That I know it's like not Christmas cookie, but it was pretty. There was blondies, dude. It was like every Christmas cookie in the book was on this plate.
That's how my mom does it every year.
Let me tell you though, I came in the next day for my shift, and lo and behold, he had about a 10-inch plate of Christmas cookies for me. That made my whole year.
Hmm.
Let me tell you. That
Okay.
fudge was so good though.
Okay, so Robert's pick for the best Christmas cookie is cookie. Actually, no, it's Bob's mom's cookies
Yes, mom's cookies.
are the best cookies. In terms of this for overrated or underrated, I'm going to say underrated as always. But I have a favorite, but it depends on who's making it. Because some people are very good at making one thing and awful at making another. But in terms of cookies, I'm gonna say my mother, in terms of that, is the cat.
He's in the closet right now.
Oh,
Can't tell if she's yeah.
my mother. I'm gonna take the crinkle cookies, the chocolate crinkle cookies. Now, it's a chocolate cookie is rolled in like powdered sugar, and when you bake it, it like cracks.
Oh, yeah,
We call them
yeah.
crinkles.
Those are good. Those are really
Yeah.
good.
She underbakes them, so they're gooey.
That's nice.
They're so good. She made
Yes,
the one that won me over the one year. Like I think it was like the year I graduated high school or something like that. She made me like a special batch that had it was like dark chocolate instead of like milk chocolate that you normally put in it, and Andy's mints in them. It was so good.
That sounds really yummy.
So there was that one, or there's what's the other one? So it's kind of like a it's a peanut butter cookie base in it, but it's like a peanut butter cookie rookie kind of thing. So like it's peanut butter cookie, but like brownie batter is mixed into it.
Oh, okay.
It's so like
sounds
if you're looking for a Reese's that's not a Reese's, that's your pick. It's that good.
That sounds
I'm not sure if we're making those this year, but I know we're making the crinkles this year, so I'll try and save a couple. Okay. I wrote this one to be funny because I'm horrible at it. Ready? I wrote this one to be funny because I'm god awful at it, and it's overrated or underrated wrapping shit.
fuck wrapping shit, honestly.
Overrated.
No, it goes in a bag. It came in a bag. It goes in a bag. That's how it works.
I mean, honestly though, people are lazy and just don't like to put in the effort. Me being
I
included in that category.
I purely just put it in a bag because I can't fucking apparently work tape. And it goes to the point like I measure it out, like doing the trick or whatever. I like roll the wrapping paper up and then I fold the wrapping paper over. If it like makes enough, then fine. Take it off and I cut it there. Here's the first challenge. It's that first piece of tape. Because I have it set right where I needed to. I tape it, I fold it, and it doesn't make it. And then I give up.
I give up.
And
Damn.
then it is at that moment that I take that piece of wrapping paper off the gift. I throw the gift in a bag and then make something pretty out of the wrapping paper and throw that in the bag too. Boom, present.
Boom. Boom.
All right. All right. So I am overrated.
Christmas cookies.
Oh,
We're past that.
Wrapping, right. Sorry.
Wrapping.
I'm still a little like shell shocked from earlier. Overrated as well. I do the bag thing, but I do tissue paper. I have a little bit more class than that to do wrapping paper.
Well, I have tissue paper. It's just I'm frustrated by the time I've cut the wrapping paper and I don't want to waste it. So I just shove it in the bag.
I'm not even gonna lie though, that's like my thing with tissue paper though. Like you grab one piece and then you like, okay, right? And then you put it in. No, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like
No, the funny part is I do that too. I literally do the whole thing and then put it in. Yeah.
and then you right? You like,
Yeah.
like
And then it ends up in every time I do that, it ends up in like a perfect V.
every time I do it, it ends up in a straight fucking line, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. I have to fucking
I need
like,
to, I,
flip it.
it sounds like I need to teach you how to do that.
No, I know how to do it. That's the thing. I think I just do it too fast.
Yeah, it's like up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're probably doing it. You're picking it up and you're immediately doing it. How I do it is I pick it up slowly, let it fall, and then do it.
Gotcha.
Aerodynamic there,
heck
not
yeah.
just fucking straight line.
Straight line.
Rolls it up, just like literally just takes it out, rolls it up, just shoves it in the bag.
No, but then I put it in, right? And then by the time I get to the end, it's like, okay, I need like one more. And then you grab the one and then you go to put it in, and then every single other piece moves down, and you're like, fuck. And then you kind of like, and then you grab another one, or like to like fill it again, and it's actually like three.
Okay,
Yeah, tissue paper can be a bitch and a half too.
all right. Overrated or underrated? Christmas shopping.
I hate shopping, so overrated.
So overrated here, Robert.
Uh,
I hate shopping so much.
I okay. I'm gonna say underrated, but I haven't really done it in a long time because I don't have money or attention to do it.
They don't have money or attention.
And it's just been a while. But I got something planned.
Mhm,
I got something planned for you.
mhm,
Oh, I sure hope so.
mhm,
Don't you me?
mhm.
He's gonna steal some of your cookies and wrap them up in a box. No, not wrap them up in a box. He's gonna put them in a bag and try to do the tissue paper thing.
Did you see the one TikTok where it's like everybody was stealing items from their grandma's house to re-gift at the White
Yeah.
Elephant?
Oh my god.
Grandma was slowly going crazy. She's like, wait, I have that. It's mine.
Poor grandma.
I'm gonna say overrated because my family is the worst family to shop for. Because my family all subscribe to the, well, it's the thought that counts. That doesn't tell me what you want, Aaron.
Deadass, I hate that.
Something counts. Whoa, what do you want? Think about.
That doesn't really tell me what you want. It goes, well, this will be okay. Okay, not okay. Pick something. No, but I think in terms of like every year I try to like I like rotate it to see like the best one this year. The best one. See which one I can outdo the other two people in my family on for one person. This year it's dad. And now my dad is easily the worst person to shop for. Like bar none. He is the worst one to shop for because he'll either use your present or he'll forget about it. So like basically you're buying him something. I figured him out though. Now behind this door is his office. And his office is filled with Disney Christmas shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done, because he is a quote unquote Disney fanatic, is I have bought him a box set of like Disney books that has like artwork in it and like the history of all of like the cartoons between 1927 and 1960 something.
That's
Damn.
pretty cool.
I have one Christmas. So if that ends up on my bookshelf, I'm gonna be mad. Because that box set was $46. Um, but yeah. All right, last one. Overrated or underrated? Family gatherings.
Overrated.
Okay. I'm gonna say underrated. I've gotten some of my favorite material from holiday family gatherings. Um, everyone knows the bird joke. There's three things that don't exist: unicorns, birds, and extortion. Yeah, that came from my uncle.
That's funny. I think underrated. I think underrated.
Okay. Um,
Funny shit that happens at my family gathering.
well, this will probably be my last thing before we move on. One of my favorite things that happened at Thanksgiving, it wasn't this Thanksgiving, it was the previous Thanksgiving. We just put my grandmother's dog down because this dog was like 15, had no teeth, and about 50 health problems.
Oh,
There was no quality of life here at all. So we put her down. Of course, the people that that my uncle took this dog to be put to rest. Of course, he told my grandmother that he put the dog down, which he didn't. And then my cousin, who completely forgot about this, goes, "So, Grandma, how's Terry?" Oh, and the entire room went silent
Aw.
because she didn't know. But the entire room went silent, and then she's sitting there, she's watching the TV. She goes, "So how about this Trump shit?" And I just start laughing my ass off.
I love this Trump shit.
It was like, so my younger cousin goes, "So how's Terry?" Oh, and all of us are just like looking at each other. It's like, I really hope she didn't hear this. So what are you all thinking this Trump shit? Turns right. Oh man. All right. Any other overrated or underrateds that you can think of?
Hmm. Overrated or underrated? Considering fudge a Christmas cookie. Underrated.
That's
Overrated.
not an overrated or underrated. That's a do you consider fudge a Christmas cookie?
She answered it just fine.
Because you're not gonna. I'm not doing this with you. That's why.
I will.
He said, I will. Fudge is absolutely a Christmas cookie, though.
No, it's not.
It turns out she will also.
Anyways, yes, it is.
My family is like the Christmas cookie family, and I ain't never seen no fucking fudge.
You know what? Because maybe
No.
family has not been enlightened yet about the fudge game.
Enlightened,
I bet
he
your family
says.
don't have clothespin cookies.
They are made with Crisco, apparently.
Yeah, they are.
An exorbitant amount of Crisco.
You know what else is made with Crisco? About half the cookies that my mother makes.
I was going to say, Mag cookies got Crisco in them, bro. Those little peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss in the middle, guess what? They have Crisco in them.
Yeah, but you're saying it like the number one ingredient is Crisco.
Yeah, it's got a lot of fucking Crisco in it, but when you eat it, you're gonna fucking nut in your pants and never say shit again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do they actually look like little clothespins?
No, they're made with clothespins.
So I'll be eating wood.
You take a clothespin and you wrap the dough around it, and then it like puts it together, and then you fill them. It's a filled cookie, and then you punch the clothespin, and then after you bake it, and it's a round shape.
I got a great joke, and I'm pretty sure the stream's gonna end if I make it. So I'm gonna make it during the break. So speaking of break, we're gonna go into a break, and then we're gonna do a special draft. Okay, so normally this would be fill in the blank, which would be Cards Against Humanity, Draft, Craigslist, or Disturbed. But it's Christmas, so we're doing a draft. And yes, so because we have an interesting way of doing drafts. In a term of it has to be so specific that I literally write it down the way it comes out of your mouth. Um, and the one time it didn't really benefit Rob because there were 12 likes in that sentence, which was a draft that he lost. um, anyways, so Magdalena has given us this draft, so she's going to have first pick. And it is the worst slash hardest shit to open. So, Matt, go ahead.
I guess my first one is gonna be something that it's the reason why I came up with this, okay? Fucking bacon.
Okay. Okay, so literally her first pick is fucking bacon.
Literally, yes, fucking bacon, man. Why the fuck is bacon so hard to open?
I really, she's got a point there. Bacon really is like tough.
They don't make easy open packages for bacon.
I'll go over there.
Okay. Rob, you're up.
I'm gonna go with McDonald's Minute Maid orange juice bottles.
Yeah.
Jesus, those are like
Yeah, why?
those are like welded on.
True that.
Baby, don't do that. That's not good.
Okay. I have two, and my first thing that I'm gonna take are it's gonna be a little specific, and it's on specifically Wegmans peanut butter jars, and it's that fresh seal because
Fresh
you can
Oh
seal.
my god, I know you're
Yeah.
talking about.
because there is no possible way to open that without just putting a fucking hole in it.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck the peanut butter fresh seal.
You finally get a tab, and then like the top paper comes off. God damn it!
Okay. And my second one is going to be like anything in like those 64-ounce cartons with that really like tiny ass like you
I know
might
what you're
get like
talking
orange juice or something like that, or like Minute Maid that it's
The
like it's a
tablet?
carton. Yeah, you try to like put your
Um,
finger in and then like try to do that, and it destroys like it destroys my knuckle every single time. So I'm gonna take that. See for
that was weird.
I'm just gonna make this really specific. Uh, carton, 64-ounce carton tab in spout. I think that is pretty self-explanatory. So Rob, you're up.
You're gonna know exactly where I'm going with this when I say scissors.
Scissors. Imagine trying to open scissors without a pair of scissors.
Mm-hmm.
And bonus point if it's like those that that like impossible plastic packaging that has no way to open it except to cut it. But you can't cut it from the edge because it's too thick, so you have to cut it from the center. But you can't cut it from the center because the package is too big.
And you can't cut it because you don't have scissors.
Yeah. He's got it.
Jeez.
He's got it.
All right, Matt, you get two.
Barbie dolls or any
Okay.
doll that is held in with a fucking
Oh, I know
like
you're
the
talking-
twisty tie with like the staple around it. Like that shit. What the fuck is that?
Staple. Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what they're called. But it's
So I
bullshit.
have. So I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I have Barbie doll slash twist tie staples,
Yeah, good enough.
just so
I
that
know.
way it's specific to
Yeah.
that. If
Yeah.
we want to pick something else, okay. You have another one.
Oh, nail polish.
Really. Just can't really get a grip on it.
If nail polish is kind of old, sometimes it hardens a bit, and it becomes very hard to open sometimes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That sounds like a bitch.
it is a bitch.
Speaking of bitch, Rob, you're up.
Wow. All right then. All right, I know where you live, ho. I'll come for you.
Rob, we have spent 3.5 seasons going with the supersized bitch joke.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was time for me to turn that around on that, but go ahead.
And no, hard to open, hard to open. All right, gonna go with. I'm trying to think of like anything that I've had like a hard time opening before.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the gist.
Okay,
That's the draft, Robert.
okay, check it. Okay, this is like specific.
Rob, if I keep writing like, you're not going to win this draft.
So cold, like jars that when you take them out and they get like moist, and then you go to like open it and you can't like get a grip on it.
So
Like a
Cold, moist jars.
like a jelly
yeah, I'm
jar,
putting that down.
pasta jar, or like
Cold, moist
a mason jar. It's not quite condensation, but it's not frost because it's not that
Oh
cold.
no, I'm so your pick is cold moist jar. I'm sorry.
Cold.
I love that.
He said, oh, I'm sorry, yes, sir.
Because I'm not putting down cold jar like pasta sauce.
Well, no, like that's you know what I mean by like that specific type of lid.
Okay.
Like the thin like jelly lids. Like at Wegmans they got the glass jelly, like the Wegmans brand of jelly. Those
like glass
skinny little
jelly.
lids, like with the pop tops. Those lids specifically, they're a bitch and a half to open sometimes.
Okay. I have two, and the first one I'm gonna take. I was surprised. I'm not sure if you've had this or not, but Mountain Dew had a thing that was called Game Fuel. And how the Game Fuel pops worked was it was about like you had to like you took your nail if you had one, and then you cut this little like strip. It was like a safety seal or something like that. And then you would have to now the tab to get this thing like actually like pop it open was about this big. Which you had to lift up while destroying the rest of your finger. And then having to like pull that open, then it was open. But if you closed it, it still wasn't like pressurized at all. So like if you like spilled it or anything, that shit was everywhere. So I'm gonna take that. Okay. And then for my other pick, I am gonna take this might be a little weird of a pick, but I'm gonna take crescent roll dough. Especially like
We got biscuits. I think I want to try to make those tomorrow.
Twist and pop, Connor. Twist and pop.
well, because I can usually get it. It's just the handful of times that I can't get a grip on it, and then it's on the floor. All right, so Rob, you have one. I don't know how to spell that.
Hmm. What should be easier to open? Okay, they're just like
If he picks something that's easy to open, he's losing this draft.
you know what? I'm gonna throw in a wild card. My ass.
Okay.
There you go. That should give you some
Rob's
points.
ass.
That should give you some points up on the board.
Oh, geez.
Robert's definitely gonna lose now.
No.
All right, so Mag, you got two.
Um. Pistachio shells.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck. I should have had more plan. I didn't think of them. Oh no. I'm choking. Oh fuck. You kind of already said that, but that was kind of the same thing.
Is it Robert's ass?
No, I was thinking of like the like the Propel bottles with like the little fucking plastic tabs.
That's not the same thing. That'll work.
No, that's different. Yeah.
Tab is way different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even gonna lie, he kind of did
Shut
okay
up,
job
it's
explaining
over.
it. You like have to pop it back and then push the tab back.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you had to like pop it up and then push the whole thing back and then pull it back again.
Like you like pop it and then you push it. And then this is like an eighth the size. It's like tiny as fuck.
Yeah.
You're just like that's how you feel drinking one.
All right, Rob. Last pick.
Last pick.
Last
Easy
pick.
to open.
No, hard to open.
Well,
Dumbass.
Easier to open.
Robert's brain. I have a pick that I know I'm gonna win. That's the thing, is I know I'm gonna take this. And I'm surprised it's
my old apartment.
Oh,
the fridge on Grant Street. All right. I have a pick that is going to trump all of this because I'm surprised it fell this low and it came back to me. I was hoping it did, and it did. My final pick of the worst shit to open: crab legs.
I was gonna say that instead of nuts, but I didn't.
I don't know. I always have a real fun time. Like I could think I'm like I'm like
I'm saying it's the worst thing to open because it takes so much effort for this.
You're right.
well, you're just not doing it right then.
Oh, okay. Let me talk to a crab that still has legs and let me crack those up.
Sure.
All right. So the worst / hardest shit to open draft. Mag has fucking bacon. Barbie dolls with the twist tie staple. Nail polish, pistachio shells, and the tabs on Propel bottles. Robert has McDonald's Minute Maid orange juice bottles, scissors, a cold, moist jar, his own ass,
Did you write that exactly? His own ass.
and the fridge on Grant Street. And then I have the Wegmans peanut butter fresh seal, the 64-ounce carton tab with the spout in it, the Mountain Dew game fuel can, the crescent roll dough, and crab legs.
Crab legs.
Crab legs. All right. So with that, that concludes the draft, and we're gonna move on to complain about some bullshit.
No, stop. I'm kidding.
All right. You've made it to the final segment, which means it's time to complain about some bullshit.
We still have somebody watching at least.
There's still one person.
Well, thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, thank you for sticking around for the entire hour and 45 minutes. Even though like probably like 20 of those minutes were just fucking loop tracks.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time to complain about some bullshit. And Rob, we are complaining because it is the final episode of the year.
Yes.
Until one special thing that we aren't going to say comes out at the actual end of the year. Rob, for our final bitch of 2023, we are bitching about 2023.
Oh, yes.
So, these were the good times, these were the bad times. These were the most chaotic things that you can think of that either happened to you, someone else, you've seen on the news. It's time to complain about an entire season of not only this podcast, but the chaos that went on. So, do you have anything to start with?
The start of this year was rough. I will say that. Start of this year was rough as hell. But it got better. And it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, your year this year slowly had like an uptick. It slowly went up.
I think it's safe to say that 2023 was one of my was my year.
And there's one of the reasons.
Exactly.
Let's see. My year started about here, and then went down a little bit, and then it kind of just stayed there, and then plummeted. No. But in terms of episodes, we did very well this year. 344 new people have watched our episodes on YouTube this year.
Thank you to all 344 of you.
Even if you only watched for the first 10 seconds.
Still, we got you.
You clicked on it. That's intent.
Yeah.
Then you saw what it actually was, and you decided to look away. But I'm thankful to all 344 of you that gave us a shot. I'm thankful to the new 20% of you that have listened to us on Spotify.
Yeah.
Some of you have listened to us the entire way through the entire season.
There you go. We got some loyal fans.
We have, I'd say at least a handful. I'd say at least a handful of loyal fans. Some episodes did better than others, but numbers were right around. If an episode did better, it was like +3 or 4. If it was like right around the same, it was right around 5 to 6. So not bad. Not bad for a show that has no money and does half their shit on Zoom. But no, our plan for 2024 is we're gonna work on that room that Robert is sitting in and trying to make it into a live studio. It's gonna be a good amount of money that we're gonna put into this, and it's not gonna be ready by January.
No, it's not.
There's no shot of it being ready by January. But that's the intent, is what we're gonna do. Anyways, let's start in January of 2023. Okay, January of 2023, the first episode of season 5 launches. It gets 4 people. by the time that we're recording this in the live stream, we've gone through 45 episodes in season 5. Roughly. I could be missing a couple. I could be missing a couple. And we've slowly upticked, which is good. Now let's get to the bad shit in 2023, which is all of the personal shit. So, Rob, do you want to tell him the story about the what apartment showed up on Zillow after what, like 2 months?
Yeah, after about not even
That I-
after about like a month and a half.
That I
of
sent to you, and
moving
you're like,
out
no
my old-
way.
After about a month and a half of moving out my old apartment, we found it on Zillow,
We did.
and there's no chance that he got all those things fixed that were wrong with it that I tried to get him to fix. There's no chance.
I've been to that apartment a handful of times. And I've been to your now apartment a handful of times. You made a good choice.
Yeah.
You're in a lot better condition than you were
Yeah, I wasn't
at the
staying
start.
there.
And I even thought it was hysterical that who was it? It was the landlord's name on the electric, and they just came and shut it off.
Right. Makes no sense.
Let's see, where did it? I still live at home. That has not changed. I still work where I work. That has not changed either. In terms of change over the year, I've changed nothing. Oh, I've changed the amount of games that I play, and it's whatever Robert tells me to get, and then we play it once and then never play it again.
Yep.
Let's see. Other than that, I've talked to 2 people, and I've ruined that for 2 people. So now I'm by myself again. And here's the thing I didn't tell Rob. One of my friends that I met at school, tried to set me up with one of her friends, and I got shut down, and I didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
So that was a loss, and I didn't even know it.
Damn, Connor.
Oh, that was hysterical. That was at least for me, that was funny. It was like, wow, I didn't even do anything, and I got shut down. Let's see, what else? I put up these lights in June, and they're
I
still
got
up,
some lights too.
and they're barely still up.
No. One side is still up. as
Out
you
of?
mentioned.
2.
What if I said
And
like 7?
now mine are 2 strands. Okay, one goes this way, another goes this way, and as you can see, they're still up. I'm batting 500 on that.
I wonder if I can okay, so there's one strand right in the corner. There's there's everything,
And there's 2.
and then yeah, there's
You know what?
There's
Let's change this, Robert. Let's change this, Robert. Your PC is backlit.
what do you mean? Yeah, exactly. My PC is backlit.
It's in silhouette. Let's see what else. I have consumed a lot of this beverage, and my brain is now mush.
Connor's got mushy brain.
But it isn't an Iron Man cup. Rob,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to see, but it is red, so it isn't an Iron Man cup. Let's see what else. See, so for those of you that don't normally watch us, because when I edit this, I take most of this shit out. You know that this shit is live because this shit wouldn't make it into an episode.
Right.
A lot of these uh um
My cat has come to join.
add that to the list. It's on the list.
Yeah.
A show that cares.
So that cares, exactly.
I guess one last thing about 2023. Although it is coming to an end and I've just dropped the thing I'm playing with, there were multiple things in this year that were very funny. And in a previous segment, I mentioned that there was something coming out at the end of the year. And Robert, would you like to tell the people what is coming out on the 30th?
Nah, you got it.
Great. Robert and I decided that we're doing a best of it. So Robert has picked a handful of clips from overrated or underrated, and he chose his favorite random thought of the season. I've chosen a handful of things as well. Magdalene didn't choose anything. She hasn't been a part of it that long. No. She hasn't been a part of that long, so she doesn't have that many best moments, but she has a few in there, so I made sure to include her in that.
Yeah, she's got
And
some
there,
good ones.
the thing that we'll leave you with that episode, there is something in it that has never made it into an episode, so you're gonna have to watch to find out. But I think that Robert looks like a fucking monk right now. And I think I'm ready to close it out, Rob.
Me too.
All right. So, with that, we say goodbye for now. Have a safe and happy holiday season with you and your families. Or if you decide to watch us without your families, screw your families. Uh, but with that, we say goodbye for now. Wash your fucking hands, or Robert will smoke him. And
Exactly.
and we'll see you next year.
Yeah.